The next section is all about the scatter plots, and that we will do now by creating the new file. Let's close the unwanted files for now. These were the previous files, so now we'll create a new file for scatter plots, namely scattered-plot.py. So this is our new file, and here we are going to use these scattered plots, and for that we'll import the matplotlib library. That is, from matplotlib import pyplot as plt, which is the alias which we are going to specify. Now the next is the array of friends. This values were taken in the previous example, so we will take three arrays, namely friends, minutes and labels, because we are going to show the scattered plots in the form of a dot. My array value will be as given over here, some random values of numbers, say 70, 65, 72, 63, 71, 64, 60, 64, and again I'll specify say 67. And after this comes the next array value which needs to be specified as minutes, that is 175, and then we have the next value as 170, then 205. So these are the minutes which I want to represent, and then is 120, 220, and then comes this 130, and after that comes the value is 105, and after that the next value is 145 and 190. Next I need to specify the labels. So my labels will be nothing but the alphabetical order of the numbers, or the alphabetical order of the alphabets, small alphabets as mentioned over here, that is A, B, C, and we are specifying labels till the alphabet of I. So every alphabet will be represented in the proper apostrophe as mentioned over here. Then we have G, H, I. And now we'll start with our scatterplot function. So the function for scatter is SCATEER. So double TER, that is the function for scattering, which take two parameters, which is the x and y axis, friends and labels. Now I'll say for loop as label and friend count. For loop is taken for taking labels in the scatter, and here I'll take even the minute count, and this minute count and friend count will be zipped in the particular format. So that is in zip as labels, and then comes the next value as friends. Then after that comes the value to be represented as minutes, and we need to show it in some format. So we will use a function of annotate. Annotate is appending to the last value. So here we will annotate the label and the xy axis. So first parameter is label, and then comes the xy axis as friend underscore count and minute underscore count. This is for x and y count to be represented. So two parameters to be needed is friend underscore count and minute underscore count. Then we need to specify the text. So that is xy text equals some particular value, that is 5, minus 5, and the next value will be represented as the coordinates to be called, that is text coordinates, which equals the offset points. So I'll mention here the offset points in some systematic manner. And after that I'll start with my major substantial thing, that is the title. So my title over here will be plot.title. That is actually to specify the title, which is daily minutes versus number of friends, because we are taking two parameters over here as the x and y axis, which is the friends and minutes. So I'll mention this as my title, and after that comes the next is to specify the label. So that is x label will be nothing but I need to specify with friends, so I'll say hash of friends. And after that the next scenario comes is for y label, which will say y label, which will give the x-axis, y-axis value. X label is for x-axis, y for y-axis, and this will be daily minutes spent on the site. This is my y label. After this, I'll call for the show function. So this is how I've done with the scatter plot. Now after this, the next important and the mandatory step is to go to the command prompt. This is my command prompt. And here I'll run my scatter plot. So here the PLT, the alias was not mentioned properly. So we'll mention the alias here. And then comes Python scattered plot.py. We'll run this. Okay, here we are getting the error, and this error was expected because we have taken plot.title. Instead of plot.title, it should be plt.title because we have mentioned the py plot as plt. Now we'll again run the script. So you can see the scatter plot depiction as the way it is represented over here, with the daily minutes and number of friends and the alphabetical order being represented. So this was the basic example with these scatter plots analysis.